So Xero and BusinessLink Pacific currently work together in a number of ways. We have, of course, the product in which small businesses and the advisors are able to get access to real-time data on how the business is performing, but also in the way of content. So we have a couple of experts that are within the BusinessLink Pacific team that were Xero experts and used to work for us here at Xero. So there is no better people to be able to enable that. And we're also a pretty active voice throughout the region of Australia, New Zealand, and also Pacific Islands of the importance of small business for the economies in those countries. So we've been working quite closely with the team at BusinessLink to be able to increase financial literacy throughout small businesses across the region. So part of the BusinessLink business opportunity is that we are able to give access to Xero through the portal, through the trusted advisors that work with BusinessLink Pacific to be able to train those SMEs on how to use the product. Effectively, you're able to get Xero for free throughout the Pacific once you're involved in the program, which is hugely powerful financial literacy within small businesses across the Pacific. And the stories that we're getting back through the program is truly transformational, which makes it even more worthwhile for us to be involved in something like this. So over the next few years, I see a number of opportunities and challenges coming towards SMEs, not only just in the Pacific region where you're sitting today, but also throughout the world. As digital innovation lands, large businesses like Xero effectively is able to invest billions of dollars into creating world-class technology that is going to be accessible throughout the world. Traditionally, it's only been accessible where there's connected nations, whereas now with the Pacific cable connecting multiple Pacific Island nations, and also soon the satellite with Wi-Fi that's going to be able to give access to everybody on a smartphone, access to the best technology in the world, the advancement of real-time data will have to help with SME engagement and financial literacy. There's a number of challenges as well that comes with that, because it means that everybody is competing for the same thing. So you have to be relevant, you have to be at the top of your game, and you have to be getting the best advice possible to maximise the opportunities in front of you. And that's why we love the BusinessLink Pacific opportunity, because it means that you're able to get access to the best advice at the right time with the right data to make the best decisions in real time for the business. And as a small business, you need to be nimble to take those opportunities for you, for your family, and also the employees, and help grow that business into something that can be truly monumental for your wider community within the Pacific Islands. One of the benefits of being connected in the cloud is you get access to a far bigger audience than what you currently have. But that also means increased competition. So your ability to be able to stand out in a crowd is really important. So not only from a marketing perspective, but also from a business insight perspective as well. So connecting in with the best advisors to get the best advice at the right time to maximize those opportunities in different countries. So the tyranny of distance is no longer relevant when you're in the cloud. You can be selling to somebody in the next village or the next country or on the other side of the world just as easy as you can today to someone down the road because of technology. And that for us in New Zealand has been massive opportunity for a small country and a small set of rocks in the South Pacific. But you're monumentally smaller where you are, and it gives you a unique opportunity to tell your unique story of your business and attract more opportunity to be able to sell to more people. So one of the things I think is really important is the fact that we have so many ties to the Pacific Islands here in New Zealand. A large proportion of our Auckland community is Pacific Islanders. There's a strong connection between our country and the majority of the Pacific Islands that are around. So we almost feel a sense of identity with the islands. And how do we help? We help by giving them the best technology that we possibly can. But there's also advisors that are based here that are able to help the advisors that are based in the islands to be able to increase capacity, increase knowledge, but also vice versa. We need to understand what's happening in your own markets to actually provide the best opportunity for your clients. And I think there's a real opportunity to be able to raise the bar for everybody with that shared knowledge. So some of the best advice that I can give to a small business around how to maximize the opportunity in front of you when you're running your business is to live in the numbers and to get real-time insight. When I was running a small business, relying on a report that was in the past, 20th of the month following the actual data, where I could pat myself on the back, was awesome, but it meant that I was 20 days late from making any changes in what I needed to do based on that data. So actually living in it, having a trusted advisor and connecting to the right people to make the right decisions is hugely powerful, and not many businesses around the world actually have access to that. Cloud penetration around the globe is sitting at around 10%. So there's still huge opportunity for the likes of the audience today with small business in the Pacific to literally leapfrog an entire generation of technology and go from nothing to smart time, real time, which is, again, hugely powerful for the small business economy in the Pacific. A trusted advisor is exactly that, a trusted advisor. We as entrepreneurs normally are accidental entrepreneurs. We have an idea, we have a passion, it then turns into a business, and before you know it, we're hiring somebody. We're not business people usually that know numbers, but we can rely on expertise from our trusted advisors to help us navigate what can be the make and break of a business. So our ability to lean on them is paramount to your success. And that goes for a startup, to a scale up, to a mature business. Without the right advice, you're not going to be able to position yourself to maximize the opportunity in front of you. And that is what real-time data is able to do. And real-time, connecting into an advisor, that it's getting real-time data, the same data as you, is the fundamental difference of why Xero has been so successful all over the globe. Some of the benefits that I've seen with small businesses adopting technology is time. Something that small businesses are poor of is time. They're effectively jack of all trades, doing everything themselves. Most of the time, you've also got a family, so you're sacrificing a huge amount to be able to leap into the black void of small business. So if we're able to give you time back by giving you insight, by streamlining systems, by connecting multiple different solutions, whether that's Xero or one of the other ecosystem partners that is vertically integrated, means that you're able to actually focus on what you're good at and let the system take care of the rest. And then you connect into an advisor to give you the best advice so that you can continue to focus on what you are passionate about. As again, one of the premise of why Xero has been so successful all over the globe now. Looking back on my career in business leadership, if I was to give my younger self some advice, it would be to trust people around me. Hire for the gaps that I have. Don't try and do everything myself. Invest in that advice so that I can speed up my knowledge or speed up the growth of my business. If I have a gap, I felt like I was letting myself down and I wasn't open to be able to welcome people in because I felt threatened. Where actually now I have total transparency of where all of my gaps are and I hire for those gaps so that you actually have this quite tight, synchronized team of expertise to be able to maximize the opportunity. And to be honest, that's where I see myself now, is in this awesome position to be able to surround myself with much smarter people than me. And I'm not intimidated by that because we're able to kick some pretty awesome goals I can just direct, which ultimately is business utopia for any leader. If I had my time again, what would I do more of from a personal perspective? I think I'd prioritize family more. But you can't do that when you don't have tools because you're time poor and you think you have to do everything yourself. I over-invested in time allocation and thought things were more important than what they actually were. Whereas number one should be family. And I think if I had my time again, I'd be looking to try and get my priorities straight.